Okay, 5th grade, lesson 13. This is about multiplication as repeated addition, and then also adding and subtracting dollars and cents. Okay, so let's talk about multiplication as repeated addition. What do I mean by that? Okay, let me show you. Okay, let's say I have 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's say I had 6 rows. So this is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, and row 6. And in each of those rows, I'm going to have 5 dots, or let's just pretend they're chairs. Okay. And last one. Okay. So, and I asked you how many chairs are all together. There's a quick and easy way to do this. Okay? How many chairs are in each of these rows?
5.
5, okay? I have 5 in each of these rows. And how many rows are there?
6.
6. So guess what you're doing? 6 plus 6, I'm sorry. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Or, how many 5s are there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So 5, 6 times. And what is 6 times 5 or 5 times 6?
30.
30. So we can quickly and easily, just by knowing how many rows there are and how many chairs are in each row, boom, 30. Without having to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see what I'm saying? So whenever you look at a chart like this and they're wanting you to realize, what they're wanting you to see is that all multiplication is really addition made simpler. Because we're doing 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. But now we know that 5, 6 times equals 30. Okay? So all multiplication is addition made simpler. You understand? Kind of cool, huh? Okay, now, what would this look like as a multiplication problem?
7 times 4.
7 times 4. 7, 4 times. Excellent job, okay? And 7 times 4 is?
28.
28. Excellent job. All right, now, so that's just a quick teaching on multiplication, okay, as repeated addition. Let's move to addition and subtracting dollars and cents, okay? So, for example, let's talk about money. $3.45 plus $6.23 plus $0.50. Okay? Now, whenever we're working with math, it's always best to write your problems vertical. So I want you to do that on your paper right now. Okay? So you're going to go $3.45. What's the most important thing I remember at this point?
Biggest number on top.
Okay? If you're doing subtraction, that would be right. Okay? But because we're just working with adding, the most important thing is this right here. We have to line up our decimals, okay? So whenever you're adding or subtracting decimals, you have to line them up, okay? So I'm going to go in and do that. Your paper should look like this. Is that what your paper looks like? Very good. Okay, so let's add this up. 5 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 0, nothing. 4 plus 2, 6 plus 5, 11. Carry the 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I move my decimal down. So, when I add up these 3 prices together, I get $10.18. You get it? All right. You try one like this. This one's a subtraction one. And what's the most important thing we remember when you're adding or subtracting decimals?
Line them up.
Line up the decimals. Okay, so how would you set this up? Go on and set it up on your paper. And then we'll perform it on line. Perfect. Okay, so he did $4.50 minus $3.80. Okay, and then you would just subtract. If you have 0 apples and you take away 0, you still have 0. If I have 5 apples and I take away 8, I can't, so I have to go borrow 1. Bring that 1 over here, which gives me 10 plus this 5, which makes 15. So 8 from 15 is what? 7. Okay, and then 3 take away 3, 0. So you should have gotten 70 cents, okay? All right, now let's do another one, and this one's a little bit harder just because of how it's written, okay? Now, whenever you see this, what does that actually mean as a whole?
5 whole dollars.
Uh-huh. So how would you write that? Using decimals and everything. Excellent job. So this book's going to try to trick you, okay? But anytime you don't see a decimal, decimals are always at the end of a number, even if you can't see them, okay? So this would actually be written like this. Excellent job, okay? So watch this. Here's the problem. It says add, and here's what it tells me to add. That plus all right, let me see you write that on your paper, lining up the decimals. I'm going to put your decimals in every time. Put your decimals
I am.
in for. Oh, you did it right. Okay. So number 1 needs to go right here. Because that's 1. Good job. Okay, he did it exactly right. Okay, so he did this. 5.00 plus 8.75 plus this 10. $10 is 10.00 and then 0.35. Okay, this is what your paper should look like. Okay, all of my decimals are lined up. All my tenths spots are lined up, which you'll learn about later, and all my hundredths spots are lined up, which you'll learn about later. All my ones are lined up, and all my tens spots are lined up, okay? So everything's lined up just like it should be, and then you just add. 5 plus 0 plus 5 plus 0 is 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9 plus 5 is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Bring down my decimal. You should have $24.10. And that is lesson 13.